Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And Sanders now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
2nd and 8.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Looking to throw. Williams. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Williams. That'll be caught. It's Isabella.
Complete to Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 15 yards and moves to third.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields this way up at the 17. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Williams throwing on 1st down. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shedding through the defense. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On first down, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. To throw is Jackson. Man open is Robinson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Williams, a final shot before break. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll
see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds.
This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Colts 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 50, check 50.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check back, back six, back six.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Williams. Touchdown! A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Colts. Harris Campbell from 10 yards out. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jackson on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 22, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Flushed out right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Bobby Okereke able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The 40, 20, touchdown Indianapolis. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Jackson to throw. This is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.